This is Matt Vecchio, the Loudoun Times-Mirror, coming to you from Ashburn's Broad Run High School, where a bone-chilling morning has stalled into a beautiful day for voters to come out and cast their ballots for the 10th district race today.
It's been a very interesting crowd. Of course, it's a great year for Republicans. Frank is certainly going to have a very fine election. But I happened to meet Jeff Barnett's sister. Just a delightful, wonderful woman, and I told her I wished her the best of luck. She said, "Well, you don't really mean that, do you?" I said, "Well," I said, "in a sense I do." I said, "I'm hoping that Frank wins, but at the same time," I said, "you're a very kind lady, and I hope that the election goes well in that respect." So, you know, you have to hand it to anybody who puts themselves out there for election. But at the same time, Frank Wolf has done a great job for us. He's been a tremendous representative, and I think he's very popular from everything that I can tell from people in this district. They like Frank Wolf.
The traffic's been very steady, that's the one thing I will say. It's been a steady flow all day. Of course, there's the rush of the early morning, and we'll see that rush at lunchtime, and we'll see some at the end of the day. Probably the most noticeable thing today is that people are extremely friendly coming to the polls today. They want to talk, they want to talk about the issues, they're willing to stop and listen rather than run in and just cast their vote and get back to work. Which you don't always see that at the polls sometimes. People want to fly in. I think there's an anger out there right now amongst voters. I think that's why we're seeing a good turnout for a midterm election. And pretty much we've seen that flow, so it's been real nice, and I think the weather's helped that out a little bit too.
At around 12:30 p.m. in Ashburn, voting turnout seemed steady, but there was noticeably and understandably less traffic than in 2008's presidential election. In the 10th district, only one name needs to be selected off the ballot, either Republican incumbent Frank Wolf, Democratic challenger Jeff Barnett, or Libertarian William Redpath. Wolf is running for his 16th term and beat out challenger Judy Fetter in 2008, collecting a little over 60% of the vote despite heavily Democratic wins nationwide. Wolf received endorsements from the Washington Post and Loudoun Times-Mirror and is expected to win.
Very, very slim in terms of turnout. I remember, particularly for the presidential election, I mean, we waited out here. It was probably at least 45 minutes. This line was wrapped around the building, and we were out here in the cold like 7 in the morning. It was crazy. And I walked right in today and right out, so less than 2 minutes.